Good morning, movers. Welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. I'm Tracy. This is going to be an hourglass workout. So if you ever thought, how do I create that hourglass, maybe some sculpted shoulders and good glute muscles? Well, this is the workout to do that. The format is going to be timed today. We'll do 45 seconds of work with 15 seconds of rest. I'll choose 2 glute exercises, 2 shoulder exercises, and we'll repeat that for 3 sets to make sure we get some good overload on those muscles. You're going to require a variety of dumbbells for the workout today, and here are the ones that I am using. I'll also use a bench. I want to remind you to always lift within your own abilities. All right, we'll start you with a warm up and end with a cool down. Have you had a chance out to check out our brand new Belly Fat Files 2.0? It's now available. It's an advanced one. You can click or tap the card at the top of the screen or check in the description below. It's a great program to log into our app. You have it all laid out, structured workouts, weekly workout schedule for you, and some good coaching in how to reduce your belly fat. All right, if you're interested, take a look. Otherwise, let's do this workout and move daily. I'll hit strength on the watch today. Okay, let's start with some hip cars. Nice and high. We're just gonna go slow and controlled, right like that. Good. Just try to create a big circle with the knee, all the way to the back. We're gonna do 4 each direction. All right, switch, come from behind and up. Just warming up the ball and socket here. 2 more. And switching sides, you're tall, up and around. Reverse direction. This always makes me realize how tight my hips actually are. You too? Oh yeah, me too. Good. Let's take it wide. A little side to side lunge right here. You can bring that opposite shoulder toward your knee as you lunge side to side. One more here. Let's walk those feet together a little bit. All right, hinge at the waist, and you're just gonna stretch up to the ceiling. We'll alternate sides here. Just stretching into that front shoulder. Switch again. And switch. Very good. Round up. Let's go into some front and back bends here. Gently push the hips forward. Just warming those glutes, lower back up here a bit. Two more here. And into some arm circles. Switch direction. Good, let's heel dig and pull those elbows back. High knee here. Get the arms involved. We're warming those up as well. And butt kicks with a punch. And into some heel digs right here, sweeping the ground. Last one here. And finishing with a torso turn, drop the elbow across, pivot on your foot. Very good. All right, take a look at the screen. There's the first 4 exercises, 3 sets, and here we go. I'm starting with a step up on the bench. You could do a squat with a high knee if you don't have a bench to step up on. I'll hold 12s. I will call half and we'll switch. So step far away from the bench. Think of those glutes, drive up. Switch your leg. Good, and into your Aaron's press. Okay, I'm gonna hold 12s. If you're here, knees are soft. You're coming up into that semicircle over the head. Get ready and press. So slow and controlled, bring the elbows down and overhead. I really want you to control the down. Don't just let those arms fall. And going into our RDL, Romanian deadlift, I'm gonna hold 25s. You could use a barbell here. All right, we're really hinging at the hips, reaching your hips back. Here we go. So you're slow and drive. This is different than a stiff leg deadlift. You have a bit more of a squat hinge pattern with the RDL. Okay, stiff leg deadlift, the legs are a lot straighter. They focus more on hamstrings. Here, we're focusing more on glutes. So put your mind in your glutes, drive and squeeze. All right, there we go. Excellent. And into your lateral raise. Okay, I'll go with 8s. Shoulders low and back, popping up to 90 degrees on the armpit. Here we go. Push and slow. That's it. Control the down, make it focused on that eccentric phase, so nice and slow on the descent. So those down. Let's go back to the top. Back to step ups, or you're gonna hit that squat high knee. I'll go with 15-pound dumbbells this time, and I'll call half. Far reaching step and work. Up and reach. And switch your side. Very good. And into that Aaron's press. I'll go back to 12s. All right, create that semicircle, elbows in, and we press. Full range of motion here. All right, into the RDL. Going to my 30s. You could use a barbell here as well. Remember, hinge squat pattern. Slow, 2, 3, back is flat, drive and squeeze. Your neck is neutral in alignment with your spine. All right, lateral raises. I'll go to my 10s. Stick your chest out, push. Whew. Good, I'm in the 12, 13 rep range, so that's great for me. Shake that out. Round 3, sticking with 15s on my step up. I'll call half and work. Last one on this leg. Switch sides. Excellent. Neater. What's it called? Aaron. Aaron, Powell, Neater, Arnold. It's a lot. Here we go. There we go. I don't see an exercise called the Tracy, though. Do you? I gotta find one. That makes me famous. Just with this slow pace here, the 12s feel adequate for me. Like hard, I mean. by adequate. Let's go into our RDL, back to my 30s. Think about your glutes and hinge. Finishing with the laterals. I'll go back to my 10s. Okay. Have a softness in my elbow. You could have straighter arms. If it's getting too heavy, you could even have bent arms. That shortens the fulcrum, makes it slightly easier. I can typically lift heavier when my arms are bent. Ten seconds. Very nice. Okay, there's that set. Take a look at the screen. There's our next one. All right. Grab your weights, pause if you need a longer rest. We'll start with a goblet squat. All right, I'm gonna hold my 25 to start. Feet are shoulder width apart. Think of pushing the ground apart with your feet to turn on those glutes. Stick your chest out, drop low. So you're here. Did you think I said Rob low? That's instantly what popped in my brain as soon as I said drop low. I'm like, did I say Rob low? No. Did anyone else have him like pinned up to their wall, magazine, ripped out of their magazine when they were kids? He was on my wall with Leif Garrett. Whatever happened to Leif? Who knows? And Scott Baio. Scott Baio is up there as well. Oh goodness, stay in the muscle, Trace. Good, set that down. We're going to a bus driver. Front raise with a turn. If you don't love the turn, feel free just to hit a front raise. I've got a 10-pound dumbbell. So a little iso hold at the top. So you're here, turn, turn, center, and down. Turn, turn, center, stick your chest out. Ten's getting heavy. Into the single leg glute thrust. Now, do this on the ground if you don't have a bench, so you're just gonna be on your back, single leg. I would elevate the leg onto like a stable dumbbell. I've got my 10-pound right in the pelvis. So we dip and drive to tabletop, dip and drive. There we go. I'll call half on this one and we'll switch. Switch sides, dip and drive. Try to have your foot right underneath your knee. If it's out further, you're gonna target a bit more hamstring. If it's in closer to the bench or your bottom, it'll target more quad. Directly under the knee, we're gonna hit that glute nicely. Oh, good. All right, into reverse flies. Single side, I'm gonna hold my 12. You can hinge at the waist, round the arm, retract the shoulder blade. I'll use my bench. Hinge, back is flat. Retract, slow. Up, slow. One more in this arm. Good, switching sides, back is flat. Arm is rounded, not straight. Control the down. Okay, I think we might go a little bit longer on the next one for that. Let's go back to the top. 30 pounds, goblet squat. Feet shoulder width, push the ground apart. And drop. Into the bus driver. I'm gonna stick with that 10. That was plenty for me right there. Okay, stick your chest out. Soften the knees, engage the core. Up and down, center, good. Glute thrust, single leg. I'm gonna use my 12. All right, I'll call half. Dip, drive, dip to tabletop. Last one on this side. Switch, quick transition, up, low, up. Really make that glute work. Yikes. All right, reverse flies. Let's slow things down a bit here and do a full 45 per side, okay? Nice and slow. I've got my 12, rounded the arm, round the arm. Back is flat, up, slow. You're working your back shoulder muscle here. This really helps to create a very nice sculpted look. You don't want to neglect the back shoulder. Stay with me on this side. Last there. Whew, good. Switch arms. I got a second for a sip. Rounded arm, other side, back is flat. Okay, one more round, everyone. Back to the top. I'm gonna grab my 35, goblet squats. Nice. Let's go into the bus driver. Sticking with the 10 for myself. Shoulders low and back. Engage the abs. Up, twist, twist, center, down. That is work, isn't it? It's the ISO hold. No reprieve. All right. 12. Single glute. Here we go. Dip and drive. Right up to tabletop, squeeze the glutes at the top. Last one here, switch. Oh. Hard. Let's go into the reverse flies to finish. I'm gonna do both at the same time. So I'm gonna grab my 10s. You could do single arm, I'll call half still. If you wanna do both, hinge here and retract. So I go a little bit lighter because of course I'm pushing, using more effort to push 20 pounds in total versus 12 pounds singularly. You're halfway through, doing well. Switch if you're doing singles. Control the down. Last one here. Okay. Nice work, everyone. You've got one more circuit. Take a look at the screen, grab some water, and join me back. You're gonna start with a standing glute abduction. So against a wall is great. You're going to rock your hip toward the wall and then lift the leg away. So this is kind of what it looks like. So you rock your hip toward, lift, toward. You really want to allow that hip to go toward the wall. This is the side you're working. This side's just for fun, believe me. If you don't love that, go ahead and do a fire hydrant, okay, here, or a clamshell, more challenging, here, and you'll hit that bottom side. So lots of ways to do this one. I just want to try this because it's new to me, and I saw Dr. Brett Contreras do it, the glute guy, so I have to try it. We're gonna do a full 45 aside because 22 seconds is not long enough. So I've got an 8-pound weight here. I'm rocking those hips and in and lift, dip and lift. I'll tell you when I start to feel the pain. And you can scream at me through your TV when you start to feel it. All right, we're not even halfway and I am feeling the work on that stationary leg. The top leg is fine, but boy, that hip has to push all of the weight. So your body weight plus the 8 pounds. That's where the magic happens. I like it, it's good. 5 seconds, stay with me. Yeah, okay, it's good. It's good, it's good. Other side. If you're not getting it right and you didn't feel it at all, go to the ground, do the advanced clamshell. That one is sweet. Here we go. So hips are going in and open, in, open. There, I just moved my arm down on the wall to support my body. That's way better than up high. I can get closer toward the wall. I'm about 2 feet away from my wall, my stationary foot. Then hip goes down and up. That's not nothing. Okay, palms up, front raise. I'll hold my 8s. Starting here, palms face the ceiling. We're coming from wide, together. Stick your chest out, knees are soft. Slow, slow. Nice, setting those down, going into my single reverse lunge. I'm gonna go heavy here with a 30. I'm elevating the foot too. You can go into flat ground. I'll call half. You're not straightening out of this lunge. Keep it low like this. So you're here. Don't come all the way out. Don't straighten. Okay, it's just a tap. Drop low, tap. That's it. Stay with me here. Whew. Last one here. Oh, switch arms and legs. Drop. Oh, that was hard. Yikes. Good. Going into our full range of motion lateral raise. I'll stick with 8s. Out to the side and up to the ceiling. Chest is up and out. Or you're here, then slow. Back to the top, sticking with that 8. Again, about 2 feet away from my wall, arm is low, hip goes in, leg comes out in that abduction. Ready, work. Stay with me on this arm and leg rather. That's hard. Popping up to my 10s for my front raise. Okay, palms are up. Coming together. Shoulders low and back. Nice. Okay, reverse lunges, same side. Remember, you're staying low. You're not straightening. I'm gonna hold that 30. I'll call half. I'm doing a deficit, but you can do flat ground. Here we go. That's hard. Switch and work. Wow, I got about 10 per side in, so that's good. Full range, lateral, holding 8s. Stick your chest out. Come to the outside of your thigh, dead stop, then hit. Don't come here and use momentum. Dead stop here, then work. Remember, you can be slightly ahead of that lateral plane, okay? It doesn't have to be directly out to the side. A few inches in front is okay. Round 3. I'm gonna go with my 10 this time on my abduction. Ready? Work. This side feels strong. My other side is a bit weaker. So I always start with my stronger side. Well, I don't always because I clearly wasn't. But when I recognized it, I'm like, okay, that side needs a little bit more rest. So I'll start with it second this time. Wow, that's not nothing, hey? What do you think about that? Maybe you don't feel it, in which case, ground. I found like it just takes a little bit to get into the zone so that you're really working the muscle. Here we go. Again, it's not the top leg at all where I'm feeling this. I mean, it's a little bit with that 10-pound weight, but it's not near what I feel in the stationary leg. Because what you're doing is you're lengthening the glute med, then contracting, lengthen, pushing, right? 10 seconds here. Nice. Let's go into the front raises. Back to my 10s with that. Right here. Ready and work. Yeah, good, good. Grabbing that 30, 35. Why not? When in Rome and such. Okay, 35, reverse lunges. I'll call half and low. Switch. Wow, that side's brutal. Okay, final exercise, holding 8s, low range of motion, lateral, and work. Over halfway. Stay with me, folks. You're close to done. Last 10 seconds. Push, push. Stay in the pocket. 3, 2, 1 and done. You move daily in your hourglass workout. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe. All right, that was good. Hope you enjoyed the workout. Let me know in the comments below. Smash the like button if you did. Even better, share to your social media platform. That would help this channel a lot. Hey, can I ask a favor too? If you're not subscribed, but you've gotten value from this channel or you watch regularly, I would love it if you subscribe to this channel. You can just click or tap the bell under the video. All right, that notifies you when our new workouts are up as well. All right, stay tuned for a stretch if you can. Let's stretch things out. Make your way to the ground. I'm gonna go up against my bench, but you could use a wall or a couch or a chair. Lying on your back, one foot's on the bench, cross over. Such a good glute stretch here. That's it. I gently push the knee away, trying to lengthen in through that glute there. Very good. How did you do today? You know, those glute muscles are really important to work. Switch sides. They are the biggest muscle in the body. So they use a lot of energy. They use a lot of glucose. So even if you're in a fat loss phase and you're trying to reduce body fat or lose weight, working legs can help just increase your calorie burn just because they are such a big muscle. You work them and then they're gonna take, you know, a few days to repair. So that's helpful because that reparation process uses energy, right? So really important to note that. Hamstring stretch here, straighten the leg. We have a new fat loss nutrition program that's, I don't know if it's out yet when this video airs, but I think it probably will be. It's pretty comprehensive. Like Kim and I wrote it, she did most of it, but it's very in-depth on how to lose weight, reduce body fat, switch sides, and do it forever, for the long haul. Anyway, I was just thinking about it and adding to it some of the coaching that I learned from Dr. Bill Campbell as it relates to cardiovascular or cardiorespiratory work and fat loss. And so, yeah, I was listening to some of his coaching earlier this morning there, and it's interesting that, you know, you hear this debate sometimes, let's let those legs fall gently to one side. We hear the debate sometimes that we shouldn't do cardio for fat loss and you can just do strength training and cardio makes you lose muscle. But from all of his research as a 20-year fat loss researcher, like that is in so many studies the dominant way to increase calorie expenditure, switch sides. And one of the things he really highlighted was in terms of bang for your buck and increasing VO2 max, which is your velocity of oxygen. That really is a great predictor of longevity and cardiorespiratory health, which translates into heart health, right? And doing that, you know, periodically throughout your week can be super beneficial. So come to seated here. Cross the arm in front for shoulders. So if you really want to hold on to your muscle and you're spending a lot of time increasing lean muscle tissue, you definitely don't want to lose it by doing an over extensive amount of cardio while you're trying to lose weight. So what is good and beneficial could be shorter intervals like sprint intervals or high intensity intervals, VO2 max, training, Norwegian HIIT 4x4 protocols. I've got a bunch of those on my channel, so you can just look those up as well. One arm behind the back and gently pull, tilt your neck the same way. And because it's very time efficient, but you get the most of the benefit a few days after. So while your heart, switch sides, is trying to recover, pump oxygen back to your extremities and throughout the body, that again, a reparation process increases caloric expenditure. So you have a maximum amount spent when you're doing the exercise, and then you have an increased amount spent, reach up and over, in recovery afterwards. The key is not to overdo it, right? Anyway, so I was thinking about all that. And I think this is a great strength workout. We didn't do any cardio here, but tomorrow hitting a nice little HIIT sprint if you wanna A, improve your cardiorespiratory health, B, increase your fat burning quotient. That would be ideal after a workout like this. That's what I was thinking. Now, if you need a program to follow, if you're like, well, I can't think about all that, just write it out for me so I can just press play. We have that as well. Arms behind the back, stretch. Our belly fat files is exactly that. I only have an advanced version of that one right now, but we do have lots of programming for beginners as well within our membership, so that can be taken a look at for sure. Anyway, do some HIIT tomorrow. Do some HIIT tomorrow, and don't worry about cortisol, because exercise cortisol is normal and it's not going to cause belly fat gain. That's the chronic low-lying psychological induced cortisol that does more of that, right? So don't worry about that. It's good for you. All right, we'll see you all in the next one.